Monarchy. We'll hear both sides of the argument next. Back now, as Australians have been caught up in all things royal wedding during the past few weeks, it looks like support to make our country a republic has been dropping away. In fact, a news poll this week found it's at a 17-year low. Overall support for severing links with the Crown has slipped to 41%, just 2 points ahead of those who want to stick with the monarchy.
Well, this morning we've got both sides of the debate for you. Professor David Flint from Australians for Constitutional Monarchy, welcome, and representing Republicans of all stripes around the world, Daily Telegraph columnist Joe Hildebrand. Morning to you as well, Joe. Now, Professor, we'll start with you. There is an argument that people are swept up in royal wedding fever and that the current dip in popularity for a republic will be a transient thing. What do you think about that?
Well, that's not so. The polls have been trending down since the referendum, and that support has been across all of the opinion polls, including the last Morgan poll, which included a popular elect model. So there's a trending down. The number of people who support or strongly support a republic is down to 25%. But the dramatic thing, which also emerged from the time of the referendum, is that it's a bell-shaped curve. You've got a strong support, reasonable support in the middle-aged, but at the two ends, both the aged and the young are not that interested in a republic, and that's a time bomb for the Republicans. And I think the long-term trend will be it'll go further down, because once a model is announced, then that collapses even further.
Yes, yes.
So,
well, that was the problem last time, wasn't it? The statistics are a little bit hard to read, actually. It says 41% of people want to sever links with the royal family. So that's only 41%, down from whatever it was, 55 or whatever. But then it says those opposed to cutting the royal link, i.e. those in favour of the monarchy, has risen to 39%. So you've got 41% opposed, 39% in favour. How do you actually read that?
Well, I think you've also got to take into account the uncommitted, and these include a large number of people who don't want to discuss this because it's unfashionable to be a monarchist. Yes. You can see the different way we're dressed.
Every time someone says unfashionable, they look at me.
Yeah, I don't know how we bring fashion into it. It's David says, a time bomb for Republicans.
Yeah.
Does that concern?
Yeah, it is. Look, actually, this is quite awkward, but I was a Republican yesterday, but after seeing the wedding, I mean, you know, you saw how pretty she looked. You can't say no to that. And you saw that little dress where she looked like a reindeer. Was it Beatrice or Jenny? I always get them mixed up. But I want her to be queen one day. Can we pick them? Oh, no, we can't pick them because they haven't been born in the right spot. Yeah, look, it is awkward. I think with the polling, it's interesting because I noticed that even when support for the Republic was at 52% or 55%, we still didn't get one because the vote was rigged. So I don't think it really matters how popular it is or not. And given the fact that we're talking about a bunch of people who aren't even elected in the first place, I don't think it really matters. But I mean, no one voted for them anyway. They didn't get 51%. So we might as well just go to a Republic with the Greens vote. You know, you can have, call it 16%, call it 12%. And why was Jerusalem being sung at the wedding anyway?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I don't think...
That would never happen in Marrickville.
I don't know if there are many Blake fans in Marrickville, are there? William Blake fans?
No, not a lot of Blake. I thought they were going to do Tiger Tiger.
This is really going to heat. When the Queen dies, this is going to be a huge discussion for us, isn't it?
Yes, but I agree with Bob Carr. And what will happen at the end of this reign is there'll be an enormous retrospective on the reign. The media, if we thought that the media went mad over the royal wedding, they will go mad over the reign. It'll be the second Elizabethan period, and there'll be a massive retrospective. Then attention will be on the next coronation, but also attention on the next Prince of Wales and the children of the Prince of Wales. Monarchy is a marvellous way of reinventing itself. Our concern, ACM's concern, is really with the Constitution.
Yes.
Having an institution above politics within the Constitution. We think that very important, but one can hardly deny the bonus that the royal family gives by their sense of service. And the perspective.
And the Christmas message, let's not forget that. Democracy.
We have to leave it there. We're running out of time today, but thank you very much for coming in. Great to be able to see you.
Thank you.
Indeed. We really could have discussed that a lot longer. News, sport and weather together just after this break.